Alright folks, well, the hecticness of the holidays is behind us. I'm just gonna take the van up into the forest. I don't have anything specifically planned other than to adventure until I don't feel like adventuring anymore, and then stopping somewhere, building the fire, drinking some Pilton, making a nice dinner. Just the same old, same old. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to camp, I think. Come on, Daisy. Come on, be a good girl. Oh, there you go. Good job. Alright, so I knew with the way things had heated up, I knew these roads were going to be slushy and difficult to travel. This road here, we drove it until basically the tracks ended, and nobody's gone any further down that way, so I'm not worried about anybody trying to get through here tonight. Plus it's Monday. You know, I don't imagine there'll be too much traffic, but like I said, no vehicles have gotten any further than where I'm at. In fact, it doesn't look like anybody has gone any further than I have gone. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about trying to get out tonight. It's already late in the afternoon. We'll worry about it in the morning. I'm just going to put the awning out, set the fire pit out, start camping. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I didn't really have a set plan for today. All I really wanted was a peaceful evening out in the forest. I was attempting to get to some river spots that were a couple miles further down the road, but it was clear to me that there was no way I was going to plow through this heavy wet snow and get there. Checking things out, this spot really wasn't all that bad. There were some beautiful views, and even though it wasn't really perfect, the van was sitting fairly level. It appeared that nature had just gifted me the break I was looking for. I just had to be willing to let go of my urge to dig myself out and eat up the rest of the day hunting for a perfect spot, and just be content with where I was at. Sometimes I can get so focused on what I don't have that I forget to see what I do have right in front of me. I want to give a special shout out to Chambers Family Overland for going out and cutting someone's fence down and bringing us firewood for the Patreon campout last weekend. I kept a bunch of it. I will use that for tonight's campfire. So of course I'm just joking. They didn't actually cut anybody's fence down to get me this wood. These are just ends from fence post manufacturing. So handy, they come in bundles. In fact, I think one of them even has a handle on it. So they work good as firewood. So if you have anything like this around your area, great way to get some firewood for the evening. Well, as far as places go that you could get stuck, this one is not a bad place at all. There's nothing really to complain about right now. We've got a nice view of North Sister, and you can see Black Butte off in the distance over there, and the sun's starting to fall right now, and it's just putting a beautiful glow on the snowy hillsides across the way, and not really that cold or uncomfortable. No wind. Just a really nice evening to be out, hun, Daisy? Yeah. Well, we've had just a really beautiful evening. Sun's gone down now. It just got a little twilight going on. Still can kind of see the hills and everything out in front of the camp. Really pleasant evening. No wind. Still comfortable right here by the fire. Warm, comfortable, and just a light jacket. Just a really nice evening to be out. Tonight, we're doing something a little different than the traditional Pendleton. My friends David and Jen from Vega Adventuring on YouTube brought this to me at the Patreon winter camp out, and it's Woodinville bourbon whiskey, and it's really smooth. I mean, it's really nice whiskey. So I don't know, you guys might start seeing this make an appearance on the channel a little bit more often. It actually is a little bit better than the Pendleton, I have to admit. It's really good. Alright folks, well, we're getting ready to do some dinner. Tonight we're going to be doing a homemade cream of mushroom soup. We're going to be making the sauce out of some heavy whipping cream, and then of course we've got some mushrooms, onions, I've got some garlic I'm going to add to it. Of course we'll need some butter, and then we're going to change things up a little bit by adding some venison breakfast sausage to it. Man, I tell you what, that was an absolutely delicious meal. Hearty, warm, perfect for a cold winter's night. Even though tonight isn't too bad. I mean, it's actually really quite pleasant tonight. Not, no wind, not that cold. Warm fire out in front, making it real pleasant. The only noise I'm hearing right now is a little bit of the flow of the river below me, crackle of the fire. All the good things you know you want on a winter's camping trip. Alright, well, we're just starting to get going again this morning. Got our coffee, a little oatmeal with some granola mixed in. But yeah, our weather's not quite what it was yesterday. Pretty cloudy, a little bit of wind, not too horribly bad, but enough to get a little gust here or there through the camp. But I tell you what, the thing that does have me a little bit concerned is it's actually really warm outside. I wasn't that concerned about getting the van dug out that morning. I was really more concerned about how warm it stayed overnight. I was hoping it would actually get really cold and freeze the snow. Frozen snow would be much easier to drive on and give me a lot more traction. Wet, slushy snow is just the opposite. In fact, it's my least favorite snow to drive in. Digging the van out was pretty straightforward. I cleared the snow behind all the tires and made sure to clear away the snow from the rear diff as well. All right, folks, well, we safely made it out. I just got done airing up the tires. It's gonna be dry pavement from this point out. The road was definitely a lot worse than it was yesterday since it warmed up. Yesterday was pretty much a piece of cake all the way until we got to where nobody had gone before, driving on those old tracks. But the old tracks today were kind of miserable to drive on just because they were so, with the slush on top of them, they were just ice. So the van was just swerving on and off of them, and couldn't go very fast and constantly fighting, keeping the van, you know, trying to keep the van in the track. And yeah, just not a horribly miserable, but somewhat miserable drive out. But all in all, we're all good. We made it out, and it was a good time out in the woods last night. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below, and I'll catch you guys again outside.